All right, y'all, what is going on? Today is a good day because we got some long-awaited parts from none other than SPE. Got my full intake piping kit, intercooler, big piping kit, whatever you want to call it, from SPE Motorsport. Only the best. Amy, Dan, Chance, all you cats down there, thank you again. So I'm gonna do a little unboxing video here. Cause you got to get in on this action. Look at that. Look at that. It gets better. Bam, look at that. Woo. All right, y'all, we're just gonna dive in real quick. So our first box, we got an SPE koozie, baby. Gotta have one of them. Gotta have one of them. You ready? We have the SPE. Now this is raw aluminum, I believe. The Y pipe off the manifold, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the hell it's called, but look at this thing, man. This thing is clean, and I was gonna powder coat it, but a lot of powder coating I've done on my truck, it's all alien silver. So I figured this would look good in the engine bay because I usually have everything in there is polished or raw anyway. So here's the main Y pipe we're gonna be installing. Got some stickers. Gotta have that. Got the koozie. Got some boots right here. All that silicone SPE stuff. We'll show you where that goes in a little while. So this is the first box. So on to the second box, where we're really getting juicy. We got some hardware and an elbow. I think this is for the lower part of the cold side pipe, I believe. So we got that in the package, supplied hardware. We have the number one reason why I got this kit. SPE, when you get their piping kit, they have this option for this pipe that comes off of the, I don't know if it's inlet or outlet, whatever it is. It comes off the turbo and it connects onto your S&B intake if you have one of them, which I do. Other kits, if you want to buy a piping kit, they don't have this, so you literally spend, say, $350 on a cold air intake, you gotta buy another one. You gotta buy a pusher intake or something like that, and I didn't wanna buy another intake. I like my S&B, I've always ran S&B, so SPE makes this piece, some hard plastic. I'll unravel this later when we get into it. So this is number one right here, that's awesome. Number two, what else do we have? Hardware and hose clamps and shit like that in here. Definitely gonna need that. Let's see. More hardware, I think more hose clamps. Awesome directions. They always give you directions. So I mean, if you're a DIY like myself, you know, and you don't really know what you gotta do or whatever, you know, I mean, one, you could ask some questions, email them, call them, whatever. They're good for that. The customer service is good, or they got directions, which are step by step. So the next one is this bad Jerry. I gotta unravel this over here. Y'all can't even see this. Not until it's fully unraveled. Man. Whoo, look at this bad Jerry, man. I gotta get it in the whole camera view. Look at that. Got a welded in bung for the one sensor that goes in there off your cold side boot. I mean, dude, look at that, man. 3 inch, I believe it is. I believe it's 3 inch. Yeah, so this is just beautiful, man, beautiful. So that's the whole kit right there. So you got, well, so long story short, I'll show you on the truck what we're getting rid of. I already have the hot side boot from SPE, so I'm keeping that. That is an option when you buy this kit. If you want to order the SPE hot side boot, I already got it. So my cold side boot that I have from them will not work no more because I'm getting rid of that whole block and manifold. So that will be for sale. or maybe a giveaway if somebody would like it. I've had it on for about a year and a half, no problems. It's a great upgrade that you need to do. It is on their website, a little over 200 bucks. Sore dick, man, can't beat it. Awesome purchase. So, comes with the new cold side, the full pipe, the Y pipe, and you're taking all that stuff off. So I'll get in and film on what we're actually taking off on the truck. So yeah, that's all the parts I got right now. So the parts we're taking off today is all this mumbo jumbo right here. So this big black box Y pipe thing, whatever you want to call it, all this ratty stuff's coming off, and then this whole block right here will be coming off. So like I said, S&B intake, that plastic piece they provide, which goes right into the turbo down there, the plastic piece that they provide will go right in, boom, connect in. So this is all gonna be gone. My cold side boot, this is gone too, because obviously we're getting rid of this whole block. So this is the one that I got from SPE. Hot side boot, I already got it. Pipe boot. So yeah, so all of this right here is gonna disappear like that. We're gonna clean this engine bay up. So yeah, nothing but the best right there, baby. So a little progress report. I got my hot side boot off, hot side pipe with the boots. I left the boots on. Here is the SPE that I showed wrapped up before for the S&B intake. So I also got that off too. So basically my S&B intake's off. Take your mass airflow sensor off, the plug to it. So the way this operation will work is basically this will go like this, right to the turbo. Clean operation. And then I got my cold side boot off, SPE, my old one. It's been, like I said, it's been on here about a year and a half, no problems with it. You are retaining this factory charge air temp sensor, which will be going into the welded bung on the new pipe. And yeah, so I'll show you what that looks like. So where we're at, this is how we're looking. So that pipe's off for the cold air intake. My cold side boot, the old one goes here, goes all the way down to the bottom of the intercooler. And then I got my hot side boot pipe off, left the boots on, and yeah. I also took the bolts off for the oil and trans dipstick. So that sensor's off right there. I had to unplug that sensor from the crankcase vent that I had on there. And then the charge air sensor, I took that off. That's hanging out right here, somewhere down there. So now we're gonna take all this off right here. We're gonna make it disappear, and then yeah, we'll start installing the new parts after that. All right, so for this part in here, you are going to want to unplug this sensor, or I'm sorry, that plug from this sensor right here. We will be retaining this old sensor on the new Y pipe. And then come back here. This goes on to here. So you're gonna want to get all this out of the way. They say in the instructions to unplug this. I might have to. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna start taking the bolts out and see how this thing comes out. So we'll see if I have to or not. I might not, but make sure you unplug this from there. And then there's a little tree that goes in right here. Pull that out and then take it off of this bolt right here. So yeah, we're gonna start taking this bad boy off. And just note that these screws, they don't come out. They're like, not recessed, but they stay in there. So see how they stay in there? So don't be trying to take these bad boys out all day. Let's see, is there one here? They're everywhere. Let's see, where else? I know there's 8 in the back, I believe. Yep, there's one here. So then you got, there's either 3 on each side back there or 4. So I'm gonna take them out and then I'll show you how to take this out. So everything is out that needs to be out now. So this comes off the front of the turbo, and then you take this out. There's 2 bolts here and there's a bolt here. Look inside of that. Pre-weight loss. Unbelievable. There's a sensor here you unplug. This guy, we're gonna reuse this sensor. I just left it in, I unplugged it. You gotta unplug that. And then there is, like I said, there's a bunch of bolts. The worst one to get to was this guy right here, because it was so tucked in there and so hard to get to. But yeah. So we're gonna retain the factory O-rings down there. I mean, look inside that bad Jerry, man. It is just caked. Garbage. So, come on up here. And you see the good old Turbski. Look at all that oil around that, man. That is not good. Even dripped out a little bit. Yeah. So you check all that over there. I got the dipsticks. Those are kind of in the way. So then the new Y pipe, we're gonna bolt that down to right there. It's gonna come up. We're gonna put the cold side on, run the cold side all the way down here. So you unplug this sensor off the cold side. Mass airflow sensor. That sensor with that back there. I just moved that harness out of the way, and yeah, we're gonna film getting that in next. Alrighty, so the Y pipe is now on. You got the 4 bolts. For the cold side pipe, there's a fin that comes right here. I already cut it off because I know it's gonna rub. So I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. And then for the tranny dipstick tube, I cut the front bracket off right there because that was rubbing against my Y pipe. So you get back here and SPE supplies that bracket. You bolt it in with the supplied hardware they got, the 5mm hex. And then you take that factory bolt out and then you bolt that into the bracket. So, and then this sensor right here, you reuse that sensor with the O-ring, pop it in there, tighten it down, and then, yeah. So the Y pipe's on, see inside the valley. Definitely needs a bigger Turbski. So, yeah, don't forget that. All 4 bolts, tighten down each one. This is all good to go. So we're gonna continue with the process. Alrighty, so where we're at, we have the new SPE coming off the inlet or the outlet, whatever it is, of the turbo from the cold air intake. Got their silicone little adapter on there, clamps are tightened down. And then this just runs, connects right to your existing SMB intake, which is awesome. And that's one of the reasons why I got this kit. Got the SMB all back together, mass airflow sensor plugged in. And then I just slapped my hot side pipe back in. That just goes in. There's a little ring in there that you clip it in and it just slides in and snaps. So make sure you hear that snap. Clamps are all tightened down. So Y pipe is done. Intake's back on. What we have next is to get the cold side boot on. And then we'll be wrapping her up here soon. We got a couple connectors to plug in there and then that'll be about it. So far, looking good. Alrighty, so here is the whole job. The aftermath. How good that looks. It's like a sore dick, man. You can't beat it. Cold side pipes on. A little tip, it's just soap and water. Top Corey did that in his video, so I got that from him. Slide them on, clamps are tight. Y pipes on. SMB intake's all back on. Mass airflow sensors on. The little bung down here, I got the charge air temp, that's plugged back in there. Wire tied and cleaned some stuff up just for it to look really good. Got the elbow down there. They do give you in the instructions this reservoir for the power steering. You gotta see how that, right where this is, it slots in down there. And basically to make clearance down there, you got to pretty much unbolt it right here and then move it over so you get that needed clearance that you need. And yeah, I'm gonna clean the engine bay up a little bit. She's a little dirty. And then we're gonna start her up, see if we got any leaks. So this is the full SPE intercooler piping kit. Looks so much better. See that little Terpsky down there? Beautiful. Beautiful job. I just need my hot side polished and maybe that upper radiator hose. So there we go. Start it up, check everything out. Alrighty, so we got her all buttoned up. Ain't nothing broken. Sounds good. I don't think there's no boost leaks. Both pipes, everything's all tidied up. You want to give her a little throttle for me? Beautiful. Woo! Yeah, baby. It's looking good. All right, that's all she wrote for this project. Started everything up, gave her some pepper. We got no boost leaks or nothing. Everything's looking mighty sweaty in here. Yeah, this was, if any questions about the install, just shoot me a message or a comment below. Came out amazing. That's right. Listen to the man. Like, comment, subscribe, baby. All right. That wraps up this video. We got the intercooler piping all good to go. Also, if you don't already have one of these topside creepers, you need to get one, man, because I needed one of these for years. Finally got one. It's like a sore dick. Can't beat it. Just like that. Just like that. So then we go over here. We got some foremans and supervisors over here. And we got all this clapped out junk that is going in the fucking trash. Except this thing right here. This is for sale if you guys would like to buy this. Maybe like 150 bones, 125, you know, slightly used, been on for a year. So let me know if you'd like to buy that. So, yeah. Snap on, baby. I wish you'd sponsor me. Deuces.